Hello, friend. Today, I talk to you Facebook Reach Ads Campaign. What is Facebook Reach Ads Campaign? Or how to create Facebook Reach Ads. Want the right people to see your Facebook ads more often. Have you considered using the reach objective? In this article, you will discover how to use Facebook reach objective to target hyper responsive custom audience with your Facebook advertising. Why use the Facebook campaign reach objective? The first step in creating my Facebook ad campaign is to choose your objective based on the objective you select. Facebook segments your target audience into different buckets based on whether they are likely to perform the action you are optimizing for. The objective you choose normally align with your goal for the campaign, such as conversation to generate purchase or leads. With the traffic campaign, Facebook will segment your audience to show your ad to people who regularly click link on Facebook, both ads and organic post. When using the reach objective, the goal is to reach as many people in your target audience as possible. To target the best result from the reach objective, you need to use is obviously you are not going to see great result if you use it to target large audience such as lookalike audience. The reach objective is best used when you're targeted similar audience and want to reach as many people in your audience as possible and keep your CPM low. CPM means cost per mile. Cost per mile oblique CPM. An added benefit of using the reach objective is that you can reduce the impact of ad fatigue by setting a frequency cap at the ad set level. Find out more on how to use frequency capping later in this article. Now, you will walk through how to create a website remarketing campaign using the reach objective to target a hyper-responsive audience with a remind ad. Step number 1, set up Facebook advertising reach campaign. The idea audience size for a reach ads campaign reach campaign is at latest 1,000 people in your website custom audience. If you have fewer than 1,000 people, you will need to reduce your daily budget based on $1 per 100 people in your audience. To get started, navigate it to Ads Manager, and in the main dashboard, click Create Campaign, choose the Quick Creation workflow, name your campaign, and mode the campaign objective drop-down menu, select Reach. Live campaign, budget optimization, and the split test feature turned off. The name your ad, set an ad, select your Facebook page, and click on Save to Draft. When the campaign opens in the right-hand preview, navigate it in the ad set level. To do this, select the ad set in the review panel on the left-hand side or at the top of the creation windows. Once you are at the ad set level, ensure your Facebook page is selected. Number two, set your budget based on your audience size. The next step is to set your budget in the budget and schedule section. As with all ad set budget, your daily budget dictate how much of your audience you've reached before you've run into ad fatigue issue and your frequency starts to increase. The larger the daily budget, the more of your daily active targeted audience you will reach. However, if you set your budget too high for your audience size, you will hit a figure issue in a matter of days as your frequency continues to increase above 2. Because the reach objectives works best from targeting similar audience. It's also a good idea to set small budget. This will not be your high spending effort like conversation campaign targeting millions of people. A good rules of Trump or hot audience is to start at a $10 daily budget per 1,000 matched people in your targeted audience because the duration of this audience is normally 3 days. It refresh quick and coupling it with setting a frequency cap means you will not encounter ad fatigue issue too quickly. In this example, you are targeting a 3 days website custom audience with at latest 100 people in it. So set a budget for $10 per day. If you are unsure what budget to set, opt for the conversation side. It's easier to scale up your budget than to decide it and combat at fatigue by settings is too high in the first place. Number 3, choose audience and placement. In the audience section, select your website custom audience. From the custom audience field, then click on the excluded condition and add in a website custom audience for purchase or leads because you want to exclude people from the audience who are already customer. Next, set your location if you want to geographically constrain to whom you show ad based on country, leave all the demographic, all other demographic and detailed targeting empty. Because you are targeting a hyper-responsive audience of people who have already visited your website, you do not need to narrow it further, narrow it future. In the placement section, select edit placement and choose only Facebook feed and Instagram feed. Select Instagram only if it's relevant based on your buyer personas and whether your targeted audience actually accurately actually use Instagram. Number 4, use frequency capping to reduce the impact of ad fatigue. Like your campaign budget settings, the right frequency capping is critical to ensure your campaign is as effective as possible. Frequency capping allow you to set the number of days that have to pass before someone sees your ad again, as well as the number of impression you want to serve. The time duration you set will depend on the temperature of the audience. The hotter the audience, the lower the number of day you can set, because they are toward the end of the buying decision. You set your frequency cap in the optimization and delivery section. How to set up your frequency capping will depend on the time duration of your audience and how many time you want to serve in impression or to someone. Again, it's best to be a conservative, because you want to strike the right balance between being presented in someone newsfeed and anywing them with same ad again and again. In this example, it's a 3 days website custom audience, and you only want someone to see your reminder ad once to set one impression every 3 days. This means that someone will only see your reminder ad once before dropping out of the capping after 3 days and moving into a different website remarketing campaign with different messaging. Number 5, choose your ad creative. Move to the ad level by selecting the ad in the left-hand preview column or the top of the creating windows, because this campaign is being served to people who had visited your website in the last 3 days, excluded anyone who is already a customer, and is only targeted people who have not decided to inquiry, or but yet you want to show them a reminder ad to hook them and bring them back to your website. Reminder ad are ones of three ad type you can use in the website remarketing campaign to drive people back to your website and convert them into customers. The connectors of your ad will depend on what offer you present to your targeted audience at this stage. It could be an option for a webinar sales call or product-based call or product-based ad offering a fast purchase discount featuring your most popular products or product categories. Regardless of the offer, start you reminding ad with a hook, asking your target audience to come back and take another look. As in the example from a gain company, depending on the offer, you can directly link the first sentence of the copy to your product or service. In the rest of your ad copy, under the first sentence, state your offering again and any social proof such as join thousands of happy customers. Finally, state your call to action CTA with a link to the relevant page on your website. Next, set your creative. I will be found that no specific ad format work better than other for reminder ad. Therefore, you can use the single image, video, or console format. It all depended on what creating assist you have in your business, because you want to this to be a direct response ad with a link to your website. Click the add website URL checkbox and enter a headline and news feed like description, then select the most appropriate CTA button. Pro tip: if you are strategically to come up with your headline idea or what to include in the news feed, link description, try registering your offering or social proof as the URL headline, and then include a discount code, a CTA, in the news feed like link description. When you are finished, ensure that your Facebook pixel is toggled on. If you forget and the pixel is turned off, Facebook will now show subtext under your ad when it is live. Finally, click review and publish to set your new campaign live. As with any Facebook ad campaign, setting up the campaign is just the beginning. The real work starts when it is live and gather data. Analyze your campaign data, and then make changes to ensure that it continues to deliver a result over the coming week, month, and year. Number 4, why to use Facebook reach ads. As with all Facebook ad objectives, you can use the reach objectives to target the 3 different type of audience: temperature on Facebook, cold, warm, and hot, because it is best used when your targeted audience is small. You will find you use it most often when targeting hot audience, which are the smallest of all of the audience temperature. Here are some scenarios of when you should use the reach objective: interest, instead of traffic, conversation, or any other campaign objective. Target cold audience when writing about cold audience. Most people link most people think of lookalike. However, using the phrase objective to target this or not be effective using other objectives such effective such as conversation or traffic. This is because there are too large and although you will experience lower CPM using the bridge objective, this will be negatively out would get by the lower result rate you will experience due to a discretion discretion in the click-through rate. Instead, use the reach objective when you want to target a geographically constant audience, as a local audience, because this audience will be similar. This is one of the one to use if you run a local business such as a restaurant and want to reach the highest number of people within a set radius of your location. Target warm audience. Warm audience included engagement, custom audience, such as video custom audience and page or profile engagement custom audience. When creating a warm audience, you can ensure a smaller audience size, and therefore the best suited to use the reach objective be by choosing a small windows duration windows. With a video custom audience, for instance, you can create the most responsible small audience by choosing the highest level of engagement, 95%, and then a short time duration such as 13 days or less, depending on how many daily views you are generating on Facebook or Instagram. Attentively with page engagement, custom audience choose the page ad engagement conditions, and they set the time duration to the last 13 days or less, again depending on how many engagement you are getting per day. Target hot audience. The most effective audience I will be discovered when using the reach objective or hot audience of our website traffic. These are often the smallest, depending on how much traffic you generate to your website. They also benefit from being the most qualified and highly responsive because they will be previously engaged with your business via your website. when when getting a website custom audience of all website traffic, choose a short duration such as 3 days to create a very small but highly effective audience. When using the reach objective, you will be served at two more of them than evolve with any other objective. Promote time sensitive offer. The finally sensitive offer to use the reach objective is when it will be a time sensitive often offer such as a holiday promotion, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, Valentine Day, you name it. When you run a holiday promotion and want to get it in front of many people in your targeted audience as possible in a short amount of time, use the reach objective. Conclusion: the Facebook reach objective is a great way to hit a large pregnant test of a small targeted audience. You can use it to target audience of all different traffic temperature, but it's best used when targeted hot website custom audience copulate with a reminder based ad. What do you think? Do you run Facebook ads using to reach objective? What type of result have been generated from your campaign? Share your thought in the comments below. All guys, do you like my video? Please subscribe my channel, like my video, hit the bell button.